Hello, welcome back. This time I did my best to go by when YouTube thought 1 p.m. is. Which doesn't agree with, like, any of my clocks. Anyway, so hopefully, if everything goes well today, this should be the last day, at least for a very long time, that I'm streaming anything on the DS. I'll be back to the PlayStation for a little while. Okay, 32 seconds late. According to your clock at least, but apparently no clocks ever agree. I feel like this is a problem that's somehow gotten worse. Anyway, so I've parked myself here. I did basically nothing other than walk back from the Lunarians' home. Crystal Palace, I believe, is its official name. Parked myself outside here, so right away... you don't need to apologize for that, yeah. You know, come in when it's convenient. Anyway, yeah, so, right, so going to the pub. Let's fight some game designers. Just get that out of the way right away. So yeah, hoping to finish the game today. I was kinda sorta vaguely hoping to last time, but not super expecting to. I'm actually expecting to today. It will surprise me if I have to go for another stream after this. But I could be surprised. Alright, are you the one? No, it's you. Right. Yeah, Sho Takeuchi. Alright. So let's see, we have Sherma, a black chocobo, Sho Takeuchi, and who's the other one? No, don't be auto-battling. Why are you doing that? Dancer. Alright, Sable. So, let's... I could try analyzing, I guess I won't. Let's certainly summon Bahamut. Cast slow, as always. I'm doing a lot of damage to him. He doesn't have much defense. Okay, yeah, he's almost down already. He's analyzing, sure, I mean you can do that if you want for some reason. So he knows about us. So this is getting into the part of the game that I actually have not seen in this version, because, oh, you have Bluff. It doesn't do anything. Because when I played this, I did not get very far into lunar subterrane. That's holy. That's gonna hurt a bit. Or not much, okay. Alright, this is all fine so far. She's confused, which is annoying. Which means the Bahamut summon didn't go off, because that has such a long charge-up time. She confused me first. Okay, I think I'm alright with physical attacks and stuff. Anyway, yeah, so, I've never been very deep into lunar subterrane in this version of the game. I think I might have fought the Flan Princess before, but everything past that is definitely going to be new territory. Not gonna worry about, Berserk Rydia. Let's just, like, Kiraja, I get... Oh, ouch, that hurts. Okay, so you heal by a decent amount. That was Sherma praying, I think? Cecil was paralyzed for a brief moment. That Chocobo has, like, no defense. Okay, Rydia fixed herself. Great. Didn't finish the game last time because the last dungeon is, like, extremely huge, way larger than I remembered. I didn't even get halfway through it, I think. Yeah, it's big. Let's see, you don't know Meteor yet. Just, try again to summon Bahamut, I guess. Alright, why don't you haste everybody? Since you kinda have a free... Where the heck is haste? I can never find it. There it is. Okay, getting there. Oh, last time, right, yeah. I don't know. I think I just felt like everything was kind of murdering me, and just the thing that happens sometimes happened. Oh, geez, Cecil, did you have to? Rude. So, one of the reasons I started doing Let's Plays was to have some structure that would allow me to... Oh, well, she's not going to rise. That would give me basically, like, an external reason to, some structure to help me actually pace myself through a game. So to ensure that I finish it. Because without that kind of structure, it's very easy for me to just set down a game and then kind of forget to ever come back to it. And I mean, that's just one of the things that happened, you know. I was... Oh, hey! Damage cap. Neat. Alright, Sherma's almost down. Wow, she takes a lot of damage. Anyway, alright, so this should win the battle. Cool. Alright, I did it. Anyway, yeah, no particular reason. I just set it down and didn't come back to it. I got no experience, that's fine. Okay, and I'm guessing if I talk to you again, that would just repeat that battle. I'll try. Yeah, okay. Is it the same? Probably. Yes, and people are still dead. Alright. Cool. So I won this encounter. Just by being a high enough level, pretty much. Alright, let's, since he heals me after this, I'm just gonna, like, do that. Here, just sit there. Yeah, I know people are different about this. Some people just get games done, normally. Yeah, I've never been able to dedicate myself enough to one thing without some sort of extra structure. Just gonna sit here and let this end. There we go. Anyway, yeah, so, but now that I have the structure of stream schedule and other stuff... Alright, that's a full heal, great. Lose the battle to get a full heal, cool. Now that I have the structure of stream schedule, Let's Plays, you know, some people watching and paying attention to what I'm doing other than me, I have more of a reason to actually have a... oh man. To have... to bother to actually get it done. Anyway, so that's been nice. I've learned a lot of things about games that I played a little bit of and then just never bothered to finish. Yeah, so this whole idea of going through every Final Fantasy game has been in my head for, like, I don't know, a very long time. But this just seemed like the correct structure for actually making it happen and bringing in some other people along. So hopefully at least some of you are enjoying this and aren't just, like, watching out of a sense of obligation. Alright, so, that was pretty quick and easy. Let's go back and do some dungeoning. Or maybe have a fight in the Eblan area. So, oh, what are you? Hey, look, Moors. I get to see something new. Alright, bestiary gets filled out slightly. So I had a peek through my bestiary just to see if there were any particularly interesting drops of the things that I had fought down there. There's a few weapons and things that I could get from some of the random encounters. People keep talking about, what is it, Dragon Whisker is a whip for Rydia. And there was a Dragon Lance, too, that can come from someone. Let's take a peek. Yeah, so a lot of these games... wow, that's interesting. I would think that would almost make them more annoying, but I guess not. Alright. There are a lot of... This game series particularly exemplifies this pattern with me. Like, so many of these games I played through a lot, but then just never bothered to fully finish. Because I ran into some sort of resistance and just never came back from it. So yeah, having the structure lets me actually get it done, and that's great. Cool. Alright, great. Let's see, yeah, so Red Dragon can give me a Wyvern Lance, and a Red Tail. Behemoth has Avenger, but I've had that already. Power Sash, Power Armlet. Sure, it's cool stuff. There's something here I haven't seen. Little Murderer can give me the Goblin Summon, but so can the very first goblins you ever encounter. Apparently the Cockatrice at the beginning also has a summon you can get. Oh boy, this shoulder button is not comfortable to try to press rapidly. Yeah, so Goblin has Goblin Summon. I have seen that once in the SNES version. It's a very, very rare chance to drop, but I have gotten it. It's not very exciting. Cockatrice. Helldiver, that's what you're called. Cockatrice. The first enemy I fought and the first enemy that killed me. Remember those guys? Anyway, Dark Sage had something interesting. Ribbon. So a Dark Sage can give me a ribbon. Ribbon tends to be real good. I think I'll find at least one in a chest. Let's see, Golden Apple, Silver Apple from those. Nothing from these. Moon Maiden has an Artemis Bow and a Minerva Bustier, whatever that is. So you could get another bow from them. Right, Flan Princess has Rainbow Pudding and Pink Tail, of course. Yeah, don't mess with the Cockatrice. Black Tail from Armored Fiend. And I think that's about all the interesting stuff that was in here. Rune Axe from Armor Construct. I don't know... I don't think I can fight those anymore. Those are Giant of Babil stuff. You just get a very brief opportunity to do stuff in there. And then it goes away. Okay, let's go to the moon. Let's see. So I want to... I want to buy some stuff. I guess I just left the place where I'd buy Fuma Shurikens. I wasn't super into those. They're cool, but I don't think I need them. I'm more interested in buying elixirs, because those were coming in very handy. I felt like I actually needed to have a stock of them. So I think I'm going to spend all the money I can spend on elixirs, which is going to buy me like 4 of them. Maybe 5, I think. It's you. It is a shame that it's so annoying to get the Rainbow Pudding, and, oh hey, discount could help me maybe? Yes, okay, I can buy 5 and have some money left. Alright, well that's what I've done. Can't buy Megalixirs. I have enough Phoenix... I don't know about that. I use a lot of this stuff, so let's buy another 40. Okay. What are these creatures doing here? Right, so let's see. Lines of thought that are going on within lunar subterrane. Edge is, oh. Okay. That's weird, but okay. This whole augment system is just so arcane. Alright, I'll think about what to give people in a minute. I had a thought. It's gone. Oh well. Anyway, I have to go through this every time because that's the best landing spot. You want to give me some rainbow pudding? That'd be nice. One Fira is probably not going to be enough. I should have quaked, that's what I do to these, that's right. I had forgotten. Alright, so what you're saying is every augment increases something, so I should just stack them onto everything. Yeah, exactly. It is a shame that his Footing Way's story just stops at Agart because I did not get a lucky die roll at any point during this game. Right, so there is a New Game Plus in here of some description, apparently. Alright, sure. I'll give this to these just because. And who wants to be a cursor? I'd say Edge would be my cursor. Sure, he has a lot of augments, but there's Scarmiglione's face. Draw attacks. If I ever wanted someone to have that, it would be Cecil. Item lore can go to... who would be iteming? Kane? Sure, why not? Hannah's face. Darkness. Probably Cecil. I wouldn't use it though. Whirlwind, HP, MP. Okay, so I'm not sure about these yet. Tsunami. Let's give that to Rydia. Whirlwind. That's for Kane, obviously. Oops. Inferno for Edge. And then Darkness for, I guess, Cecil. Alright, sure. I handed out some augments. That's what I've done. Not going to use any of those right now. I think MP plus 50 is going to go to Rosa. I should probably just go ahead and do that. Probably. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so there's a New Game Plus here, so if I wanted to see the rest of Damingway's story, if I wanted to get more augments for some reason, there's a super boss, as it turns out. So bonus content like that doesn't really fit into the format that I've set out for these. I may figure out a way to do it later, whether in stream format or just like some sort of standalone video. It always requires unreasonable amounts of grinding, though. And in the case of Final Fantasy III, having more friends in the real world, so that wasn't an option. Or, you know, doing something to make the mail system work, and also a huge amount of grinding. The Final Fantasy Origins versions of the first two games that I played didn't have that sort of bonus content, but I do have the PSP versions that did, and again, unreasonable amount of grinding there, although it sounded like those were not quite as much like that. Anyway, yeah, so not necessarily going for 100%, not bothering with bonus content that was added after the fact. And in most cases, again, because I'm trying to stick with the original versions of these games whenever they're serviceable enough, I just decided that this particular remake was enough of an improvement over the original. And tied in nicely with the Final Fantasy III remake, which was the first official English translation, that I would just do this one. But yeah, from this point on, Final Fantasy V is going to be in almost its original form, with a newer translation. 6 will be in its actual original form, so that's going to call itself Final Fantasy III. 7 will be original, 8 will be original, 9 will be original, 10, 12, yeah. All of them from here on should be non-remakes. That's the plan right now, at least. I do wonder, though, I've had some problems with my Final Fantasy VII discs. They might have some scratches on them here or there, so hopefully PlayStation will be able to read them okay. Or I might need to get new ones. It should be fine. I'll find a way to do it one way or another. So I'm curious about something. I thought when I had... So Chrono Trigger apparently was the original New Game Plus. It named the system and was the first game ever to... I mean, I imagine the concept in some form existed before, but it is credited to... it is credited as the inventor of New Game Plus. And has lots of extra endings. that you can get from it. Yeah, so Rosa attacks on auto battle. I thought it was supposed to choose the first command that I had assigned here, but I guess it's something different. I don't understand the system. Chrono Trigger is a game that would fit extremely well into this series. I may do it at some point if I branch out to other Square Enix RPGs, or other RPGs in general, after I get through the Final Fantasies. That would be very, very high on my list of things to do after this. It is really a gem of a game. And yeah, in format, it's very similar to this. I should save before I get... Well, here, let me heal, then save, then go in. What is it I wish to do? Okay, so let's try and follow these lines of conversation. So many have suffered in this conflict. Right, so Rosa is thinking about all the people who've been hurt. Cecil's thinking about his relationship with Golbez. Edge is thinking about his feelings about descending into this scary dungeon. Kane is the one that I don't have a good read on. Like, he's talking like he was in the sealed cave, as if Golbez was trying to take over his mind again. Okay, so Rydia's thinking about that. Then she was also thinking about, like, her mother and her mist dragon. Anyway, so, just trying to follow what everybody's doing at this point. Why would you ever go to the left? The only one of these you need is on the right. HP and status restored. Like, would you ever walk in there with poison? If you're completely out of antidote and out of MP? I don't know. That's one of the systems in this game that feels like it just doesn't really work. Yeah, possibly. Another thing I'm wondering is if, like, there's some sort of expanded story with him maybe getting briefly possessed again toward the end here. Because in the original that certainly doesn't happen. Hopefully not spoiling too much by saying that. Saying a thing that doesn't happen. Kane was used as well. Forgive me, Kane, and thank you. Edge wants to run away. I bear no ill will towards Cecil. Okay, right, so these thoughts have changed since I've been deeper in here. Mother was trying to protect me by sending her Mist Dragon against the invaders from Baron. That's what she's saying. Anyway, yeah, so there was that whole expanded story with Golbez's past as Theodore. It's very possible there's more of that here, and I don't know, because I haven't seen this part of this remake. And yeah, like, what does Zemus know about what Golbez was doing, I wonder? Like, did he see through Golbez's eyes, or did he just, like, whisper in his ears from a distance? I don't know. Like, at this point, the only one who's really met Zemus is Fusoya. Nobody else knows anything about him other than he is this evil mage from the moon who is causing all the trouble on the Earth and wants to wipe out all life on it. He was forced to sleep by by Fusoya himself, in fact, while all the rest of the Where are the rest of the Lunarians, I wonder? They're supposed to be asleep in here somewhere. It's not really specified where that is, though. Like, there are more of them. It's not just Fusoya and Zemus and formerly Kluya. But I don't know where they are exactly. I mean, I guess when you first come into the Crystal Palace, Fusoya just sort of appears from somewhere. So, like, the part of the castle you can physically get to is not the whole thing. Fusoya was somewhere. He wasn't asleep. Right, his task was to watch over the ones who are asleep. And, you know, they're asleep. We don't need to disturb them. So we just don't interact with the rest of them, I guess. Alright, so this route should be much more straightforward now that I've walked it once and gotten all the treasures. There's that one map that I need to figure out how to fill out. I have a plan for what to do there. I don't know where the spot I'm missing is, but I know a strategy that'll let me find it. So I'm hoping Rydia gets to level 80 by the time I'm done here, because I want her to learn Meteor. I still call it by its old name. Ow, that was a double attack. And he countered, but he missed. I've analyzed you once, right? I should know how much health you have. I forgot to slow you. Right, that's what I normally do. Cast slow. You're pretty much dead. Okay, good. Oh, somebody was asking about Kane's lance. Right, I did not get the new one yet. That's deeper in. He's still using, what is it, the Gungnir? Yeah, Gungnir. What he came back from the giant with. So I know Kane will get a new lance, Cecil will get a new sword, Edge will get another sword. Again, I think there's a ribbon in here somewhere other than just being dropped by the Dark Sage. Oh, and that might be one of the floating pieces of equipment that fights me. Alright, so I'm gonna walk all over the edge of this, hoping I fill in whatever white pixel it is that I need to do to get to 100%. So let's see, these can give me some good stuff. Gold and silver apples. I could summon Bahamut like I sometimes do with these, but I guess I'm not feeling the need right now. I am not yet feeling threatened in here. A party of 2 ice dragons is probably going to come along and change that pretty quick. They tend to do that. Oh, that's gonna... Okay, that's Kane only. Alright. Oh, and it doesn't even hurt that much. Yeah, so there have been a couple of other maps that were like this. They just had, like, hidden edge parts that didn't always fill in. Near the southern exit, okay. Well, that saves me some wandering. There we go. To some degree, oh yeah, right, yeah, apparently my internet did not stay up when I was streaming last time, so I'm hoping it'll behave itself better today. Nobody's complaining yet, so it sounds like it is. Yeah, so looks like a minute and 30 seconds of talking at the start was lost. I don't think I was saying anything important, but it is always unfortunate when that happens. Which way is the way? I think this way is the way? Oh, weird. Huh, okay. I didn't know that. Whoops. Once again, I know I was saying something, and I'm no longer sure what it was. Oh yeah, auto battle. Auto battle, to some extent, is a real nice feature, but also it feels like it's just an acknowledgement that, hey, this task can be really repetitive, so you don't have to do it if you don't want to. So just like, turn off an aspect of the game if you don't want to play it. Which, to be fair, this is a remake that's being faithful to the original, so they're not going to change the design particularly to get around that problem, other than, like, convenience facilities like auto battle. So I appreciate that. But also it just does seem like an acknowledgement that, yeah, this is really repetitive. You might not want to actually do this part of the game. Yes, this is the way. Good. So right, there's some random encounter here that I still have not seen. These guys can drop some good stuff. They're gonna cast a bunch of elemental spells on me. Yeah, like that. I feel like those hurt a lot less than they used to. It's a harsh noise to hear that many times in a row. Yeah, some people were saying there was like chat desynchronization because a minute 30 was missing at the start. You'd get the messages way late somehow or something. I don't know. Streaming on YouTube is pretty good, but it's still kind of iffy in some ways. Oh, right, I did get equipment that does that. I'd forgotten about that. Yep. So Rydia is the one most in need of an armor upgrade. In fact, is she not wearing... She is wearing the luminous robe and gold hairpin and rune armlets. This is her starting gear when she returns during after the Calcabrina fight. She has not found a single armor upgrade in that entire time? What? Wow, that's... I mean, there's the black robe, but that's a downgrade. Weird, okay. Yeah, so Rydia has not changed clothes in the entire time I've known her as an adult. Maybe the rune armlet changed slightly, but that might have been the only one. Alright, so I'm looking for extra bit of map right around here, right? So, near the south exit, huh? Let's just walk as far out here as I can. I mean, I took the south exit, so I was in that area. Yeah, flamethrower still hurts a bit. And you do it twice. Ouch. Three times even. Oh, it can single target, I see. Edge is having a much less bad time now that he got the black garb, so that's nice. Alright, map, please fill yourself in. Somehow, somewhere. There we go. That was the spot I had to step. 3 dry ethers, nice. So I don't have to buy those. Cool. Alright, B5, that was as far as I got. Pink buff room was over there. I did not get as far as the save point. This is a different formation of these dragons than last time. It's like we're doing a back attack on them, too. What? That's weird. I do have the Protect Ring. I think Edge might be using it. Oh, so that's probably why he's having a less bad time. I would rather keep Rydia up, so yeah, I think I'll switch those around. Since Edge got an upgrade, he can hand his down to Rydia. He unparalyzed in order to attack. I like that. You know, I haven't actually analyzed these, and now that I killed one, that analyze is only going to do 1. Oh well. Uh, 8299, okay. I probably shouldn't just casually use Arise in places like this. Well, I'm not under any MP pressure right now, but it is very expensive. It costs 99. It is the costliest white magic spell. Yeah, so he has the thing. So if you go back to Giant's Gloves, I guess... Or Genji? Or Diamond? No, Giant's is fine. You lose 3 intellect, that's not a big deal. Okay, cool. So this looks like a secret treasure route, but it is actually the critical path. The only way to go. Alright, yeah, so like 15 minutes of this, maybe a little more, and we're back to where we were. So not as big a deal once I know the way and I've looted all the side passages. Also, paralyzing with the whip is real nice. I'm glad it's a thing. Let's see, you're an annoying one. I'm gonna slow you. Oh, surely. Yeah, apparently the music from this game series is pretty common for groups in Japan to play as practice or something. Yeah, so see what a difference that Protect Ring was making for Edge. You know, it was actually better balanced the way it was before, so I'm gonna put it back. Ouch. This is why Edge feels so nervous in here, because he knows how much everything hurts. Oh, he's self-destructing. Well, now I don't get anything. I guess that does mean it's not a problem that people are dead. I don't know. I haven't seen more than one Protect Ring. I forget where I forget where I got it. I currently have only one. I certainly didn't buy it. So either somebody dropped it or I found it in a chest. I think I found it in a chest. Anyway, if I wanted another, I'm not sure where I'd look. So, which way is which? I'm gonna guess this is the way forward? Seems like it might be. Actually, no. From what I'm seeing, this doesn't look like it goes anywhere. So, this way. I kinda know my way, but not entirely. Sure do have a big collection of red fangs. I'm gonna use one of those just to see what it does. I suspect not much. Was that not? Didn't Dark Knight Cecil start with a red fang at the very beginning of the game? Also, where the heck am I? Okay, this is just the map being real confusing. This is not the way forward. Okay, so more Protect Rings, possibly. Alright. Red Fang. Powerful fire-based attack, multiple targets. Or so it claims. Okay, so it looks like it might actually scale in some way. Because like 3,000 damage was actually respectable. Okay. So not as useless as I thought. So I guess that's like, if you want people to do an elemental attack, because you know a weakness, then you can just use those items to do that. Okay. That's respectable then. Alright, so despite what the map looks like, it seems like this was the way forward somehow? How does that work? I go through here, I guess. Sure. Okay, almost to new stuff. Oh, weird. Based on HP. Okay, well that's one way to scale it, I guess. There's a place way in the west that I need to fill in yet for the map. I think I get to that another way. Alright, so pink buff room over there, new stuff down here. I had cast sight here once. I'm just gonna try and remember. Oh hey, it's... yeah, an Ahriman. Oh, that's right. Those use, that's countdown. So, slow death spell. I forgot about that. Because this is the first place it shows up. I suspect I can win this race before that becomes a problem. That guy has the same coloration and everything as the Ahriman from Final Fantasy III. So we really are in Eureka here. Oh wait, no, that was in the World of Darkness. I forgot. Close enough. Yeah, I can win this race, easy. So it's interesting they chose the word Doom for the gradual version of that spell here. That was the name of the death spell in Final Fantasy VI in the original translation. Oh boy. Alright, so let's kill, what is that, like 220 Ahrimans? I was trying to do that math quickly, I don't think I did it right. Something like that, though. $250. That sounds right. There. Hey, I got a Fuma Shuriken. Nice. Don't have to buy any. Okay, there we go. I'm glad I didn't spend my money, because I don't think I'll use much more than like 2 of those ever. Let's see, these are twin staircases. They both go to the same place. Oh hey, it's a little murderer. So if I don't cast any lightning spells on him, he just stands there analyzing himself and does, like, nothing. I guess I could just sit here and restore MP and stuff, but I think I'm full after that prey. He can drop the Goblin Summon. He won't. He'll drop a potion instead. So a door is there. A door is here. So that's a chest and a way down. Let's, gonna stay here first. Let me cast Sight just so I know. Okay, so I don't need to know much. So go through there to get to the other part, and then secret passages to go to... back up to B5 where there's a... Oh, it keeps going? Where does that exit go? Oh, interesting, okay. So there's even more than that. Okay, so clearly no secret passages off the edge there. Cottage, okay. I will appreciate that shortly. I know you're weak to lightning. Don't really care. You don't have enough health for that to really mean much of anything. $76. 4 more. She'll get there. I'm pretty sure. Minerva Bastir. Okay, so I don't have to get one from Moon Maiden. Though I do have to fight them for it. Maybe I'll get another. Is that something Rydia might be able to wear? So, like, is that finally actually an armor upgrade for her, I wonder? Because Rosa already got the white robe. Just the word Bastir makes me think it's, like, a female garment. That's stone. It didn't work. Or break, I guess. I wonder why the stone spell is called break by convention here. Oh. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. So what I said about there's clearly no secret passage here was actually false. I gotcha. Alright. Yeah, I was wondering. Okay, that's silly. So I would have gone through the whole dungeon, then realized, hey, I'm missing some stuff here, and gone back and, like, rubbed up against every single wall to try and find out, whoops, what I was missing. Yeah, there we go, that's for you. That loses way too much intellect and spirit, though. I don't think I like that. So this, yeah, this would be like if you were a physical attacker. I don't suspect... Yeah, Brian was saying that he had built Rydia as a front row fighter, so I guess that's what you'd use for that. Okay, so she won't be wearing that. Still in her luminous robe, then. Alright, so there's actually a way across here, then? This little jut? Yep, sure is. Why? Okay. That's a decision. Okay, so this will get me a chest, and I think another piece of equipment that wants to fight me. I forget which, though. Okay, that's a way. So now I'm somewhere. I'm Dino Zombie. Just as a regular encounter now. Should I slow it? Sure, why not? Apparently. She does alright with her whip from the back row, I think. I like its paralyze effect, and the damage is not actually honestly that bad. Yes, I see that chest, and yes, I should go for it now. Also, is there something here? No. Golden apple, neat. So there's a one of those. I see how it is. Alright. Oh, I spotted that. There's a space I didn't step. Let me see if I can fix auto battle so that it makes Rosa pray instead of attacking. Supposedly there's a way to do that. Let's see if I can figure it out. I guess I could go read the manual, but who wants to do that? Oops. Oh, so you know what? That's a way to sneakily get another battle command into your slots. So you could totally equip an extra augment, taking away the attack command, and just let auto battle take care of it instead. That's cool. I mean, essentially that's what I've done with Rosa. Not on purpose. And I don't actually want that. Oh, here we go. Auto battle command. Yeah. Okay. That's how it works. Okay, well that's simple enough. It was not hard to figure out. Okay, there we go. I filled in the spots. So that thing over on the left was a teleporter, so that could be connected to from literally anywhere in this entire place. Well, here, yeah, just, well, actually, I want to slow you. That's probably unnecessary at this point. I guess just the natural level ups have made everything less scary here already. I'm seeing my numbers go up, and I guess I'm feeling them too. Because nothing's really hurting anymore now. Though to be fair, I haven't had the ice stormers come after me lately. Yeah, okay, here we go. Okay, that's how you get here. I should probably do this. Our thoughts still the same, yes. Elixir, nice. If this is going to be a piece of equipment that fights me, and possibly another one in the chest, then I maybe should have gone forward and saved first. Okay, so there's the other protector ring. Cool. So Rydia can have one too. Alright, that's a behemoth. No problem. Right, I was going to use... Here, try and paralyze, and... Edge, also try and paralyze him in your own way. Because that worked once. It could work again. Oh, and Cecil should have protected. Oh, actually, no. Rosa should blink everybody. Yeah, so I looked at what was happening with the blink status wearing off. It definitely gets used up when it absorbs an attack. So I think it's like, you create a bunch of, actually, I'm gonna say Kiraja's a higher priority than that. So it's like you get a bunch of fake images of yourself rotating around you, and an enemy attacks one. Okay, you should be fine because you're attacking Kane. You don't have a whole party hitting ability. So yeah, anyway, Blink does get used up. What looks like a miss is actually one of your fake images rotating around you, getting targeted instead and getting destroyed, I think. It's just not very clear from the graphics. I think the SNES graphics were actually clearer about this. Like, you got a couple of extra images of yourself around, and they would decrease as it wore off. So I think it applies like 2 charges of evasion. So Rydia used 1. Cecil used 1. Although natural misses might make this less clear, so Kane used 1. So if Rydia, Cecil, or Kane get attacked again, their blink should go away, I predict. Though he'll probably die before that happens. No, there we go. Yeah, so see, Rydia's blink went away. Yep, I understand how it works. So it's 2 charges of attack will be evaded. That's pretty good. Cecil's is gone. Neat. It's a good spell. That's fair, it's some good music. Alright, so Protect Ring for Rydia. And I get a headband in case I want one of those. It can happen. What's Edge using? He has a black cowl. Like, I'd use a green beret instead. Hey, you know, that's a great deal. Let's do that. That's a tiny amount of defense to lose for a also tiny amount of attack to gain, but that's what I like. Yeah, okay, so you could also use the green beret or black cowl if you wanted. If you wanted to be a physical attacker. But you don't. There we go. 3 sirens. I wonder if Mapping Way is skippable. Like, if I were a speedrunner, and my route didn't involve any rewards from... oh, hey, check it out, I found a save point. What? There are 2 here. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll save here. Yeah, and I didn't want the pause whenever I complete a map. Although if I'm a speedrunner, I imagine I can avoid just stepping in a particular map square, so no. But then again, you know, I'd want to skip the... What? Where am I? Oh, I know where I am! This is gonna be the White Lance, right? Oh no, this is the Crystal Sword. Oh boy. Crystal Sword has a... Okay, that's why there was a save point before. Okay, I remember this encounter. This one is not forgettable. Okay. I should have changed Rydia's weapon. The power of the sword is abhorred by Zemus, and so must never be set free. Whoa, Dark Bahamut, what? Okay, this isn't the encounter I thought it was. Okay, so let's think carefully. So if you're a Dark Bahamut, let me use Light Bahamut on you. Obviously slow, so you do attack. Let's protect. Oh, he just casts Mega Flare casually. I see. Like it's no big deal. Okay, so this dude might be, like, super serious. And he counters with Flare, what? Okay. So I'm probably gonna die here. This might be someone to be careful about how I attack. Yes, he definitely is. Okay, so I skipped Bahamut, because I was trying to use a Phoenix Down. That was nice, but he counters with his own Mega Flare. Ah! Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty dead here. Let's see. Ways to survive this. Is X Potion enough? I don't want to use an elixir here. Like, if I'm just gonna die anyway. Well, then I would get my elixir back if I died. I mean, what's it for if you're not gonna use it? I'm hoping he's slowed enough that I can just, like, get away with this somehow. And, yeah, queue up a Kiraja? Really? That's not gonna happen. He's just gonna wipe me out. I don't know, though. How slow is slow? Maybe he doesn't do anything if I don't act. He reflects. Okay, I'm fine. Neat. Alright, so let's shell. I so should not have gotten away with that. Like, seriously. Wait, analyze? Mirage. Actually, that's a bad idea. Steel! Do you have anything? He has nothing. I could have checked before I actually did that. Whoops. It's fine. Jump! And haste. I guess Kain doesn't get to benefit from that. Because he's busy in the air. Oh right, so he has reflect. Yeah. He has slow and reflect. Yes, I could reflect one of my own party members and bounce at him. That is a valid technique. Oh, he reflects his own magic, I see. Okay, well that's fine. If that's all you're gonna do, I'm not worried about it. But that's not all you're gonna... Okay, thanks, Cecil. Ooh. Fortunately, summons cannot be reflected. Ow. So he counters a Mega Flare with one of his own. That's right. It's fine. As long as I'm careful about this, it should be okay. So, oh, that had a death effect on it. So it's still not a bad idea, honestly, to Mega Flare him. Like, it does a bunch of damage. Okay, trying to play carefully here. So only do this at a time when I have the health to spare from it. Rosa is hasted, so her Arise will go fast. Oh, she doesn't even need to Arise. She can do this. Let's see, will he counter this, is what I want to know. He did not. What about this one? Oh, I should have waited for the Kiraga to go off. Whoops! That was a mistake. Rydia gets it instead. Okay, that's gonna hurt. So he Mega Flares. So Rydia's gone, Rosa and Edge are still here, Cecil's about to be here too. Okay, this is fine. Alright, this is cool. It looked really intimidating, now it's only... I just have to be kinda careful. I'm okay. Nope. Hey look, I'm gonna use an X potion. They're not useless. So he might count... Okay, he's dead. Cool. That was neat. I liked that encounter. That was a good one. Honestly, of all people, Cecil is the one who most could stand to sit out a battle for a moment. He's always ahead. Wait, Ragnarok? Ragnarok? That's what this sword is called now? I bear no ill will told Cecil. Okay, that's not the name that used to have. If it's what I think it is. Actually, maybe this is a different sword than I thought. Is this your ultimate sword? Yeah, it is. Okay, so this used to just be the crystal sword. Ragnarok's a much more distinctive... Whoa, how much more attack? 30. Okay, that's significant. Cool. Just what my strongest attacker needed. More attack. It is real nice that they give me a save point before then. That's the perfect point for that. I should just consider tenting. Yeah, I'll use one tent and pray for the rest. Could use a little bit of MP restoration, just in case another one of those comes immediately. So it's what, 100 MP per tent? Something like that. Okay, so I know of definitely 2 more pieces of gear like that, and I think there might be 1 more after that, and then I may be done with, tell me something. So, this won't tell me about exploration percentages, because Sight just shows me everything. Okay, well I think I saw everything I needed to see. Alright, let's see that Ragnarok in action. Against this guy, of course. I could have used you to restore my MP. I guess I will a little bit. It's pretty good. Man, Cain and Rydia just can't hit him for some reason. Oh, he gave me my tent back. That's funny. So, I have Zemus's most hated sword, apparently. He hates a lot of things. He is a man full of hatred. $9,999, nice. Yeah, so that's what I remember that sword doing on everything that's undead. I will always be hitting the damage cap with it now. Here's the way out. Where am I? Here, okay. Invisible bridge. For some reason that exists. Sure, auto battle's fine. This will take care of itself. Oh, the Doom icon is a little, kinda Grim Reaper? It looks more like a Shy Guy to me. That did surprisingly little damage on him. So now the game's just as interactive for me as it is for the rest of you. Alright, so one more Ahriman for, what was it, Protect Ring? Did I ever actually give that to Rydia? Yes, I did. Okay, so this way. Alright, so I've been here, but I haven't gone this way. Sure, just do your thing. Alright, Rydia's gonna need some actual healing at some point here. Well, I've spoken before about how I just don't like random number generators in games pretty much ever. So for me, that'd be 100%, I guess. But I understand why they're used sometimes. I just don't always agree with it. Sure, auto battle's fine. I guess I should... Yeah, auto battle is mostly fine. Sure, that'll get the job done. Yeah, it'll get the job done better if I don't. I think that all depends on context, like how important the item is. Like if it's something you actually have to get, I remember World of Warcraft has been criticized at times for having quest items required for quests that have a like 1% drop rate or something. But also it's one of those games that does tuned random numbers. So every time you roll a low number and don't get the chance of the thing happening, it becomes more probabilistic later. Yes, exactly. And in fact, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm working on something that's... I wouldn't actually describe it as a JRPG, but it's kind of like it. And yeah, fully deterministic, no random numbers anywhere. And it's a complete information game, so not only are there no random numbers, you know exactly everything that's going to happen. It's a game in progress. I'm pretty excited about it, though. Not every game. I would not go so far as to say that every game absolutely has to be fully deterministic and have complete information. That's just the way I generally like it. Because I think there's a lot of interesting stuff that can happen in that space without having to incorporate the feeling of gambling into your basic game. I feel like so many RPGs do this just because it's like Dungeons & Dragons involves die rolls, because that's a tabletop game and is the inspiration for these. And you don't want humans who are running the tabletop game, which doesn't have a computer behind it, it saves them from having to do all sorts of complicated calculations and stuff to some degree, I guess. I don't know. I think I know where I am, and I think I'm coming up on the second save point, which means I'm coming up on the end of the dungeon pretty soon. Nice. So right, 2 more pieces of equipment to get. So I'll be coming back to the save point once or twice, if I am where I think I am. And then just the end of the game. So again, it's kind of tight to get to level 80 if I am... Yeah, I'm definitely where I think I am. So let's see. I think the second one here is the save point. Also, any thoughts? No, first one is. Kain is used as well. So what's this chest? I think this is a ribbon, actually, now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure I know. Nope, it's a cottage. Ribbon is next room. That's right. Is that right? Maybe? Yeah, this is... Is this a ribbon? Those who seek this hallowed lance shall have naught but their damnation. Okay, no, this is the white lance. Okay, it's just here. Here we go, this is what I thought the Dark Bahamut was. So Plague Horror. Now this is a true DPS race, and I know exactly how to win it. So he immediately casts that on everybody. I don't need to slow him, I need to haste myself. Oh, do I? Will this speed up the countdown, I'd like to know? Will this speed up the countdown, I'd like to know? I wonder. So that's probably not... Oh, he does... Yeah, he wants to haste me. So do I want to slow myself? Let's try this. Let's try slow on everybody in the party, but haste march to make up for it. I think it's pretty clear that if we are hasted, then our countdown goes faster. So slow and haste march might be the way to go. Also, I'd like to berserk if I can. Whoa! Okay. I'm dead. Did you see how that countdown went? Let's see. Is there any way I can avoid this? I'll kill him super quick. Okay, no, so haste march perhaps is a bad idea then. Okay, so nothing I can do about this. Whole party's about to be wiped out. There is no auto-life in this game. Unless Kain can offset his timer by doing this, which he can. So I did not see whether haste march, I mean, not that he'll get another turn. Didn't see whether haste march had any effect there or not. Okay. There it is! It's been a while. 29! Okay. So that's an anti-race. Go as slow as possible. Do not use haste march. There is an autolife? That must be an augment thing. There is no autolife in the version of this game that I know. Oh, actually, maybe the ribbon itself does it. Anyway, so let's try that a little bit differently. So I'll wait for him to haste, then I'll slow myself, because those two cancel each other. And I guess I'll slow him. And use really strong attacks, I guess. Strong attacks with slow charge time. But see, I should do stuff like bio and poison to him, I guess, so that he will take some damage over time. Right, this is definitely doable. Just don't haste march. Given that I went from 8 to 2 without even like seeing the numbers in between, and given how extreme haste march is, I'm pretty sure that's the one that did it rather than hasting myself. I don't know if there's a one-to-one correspondence between countdown and ATP gauge charging, though. Berserk will definitely be valuable. So yeah, most of Rosa's turns, in fact, she should almost berserk the whole party. Problem is that would hit her too. If she could berserk everybody except herself and Rydia, that'd be great, but I'll have to do that individually. So Cecil first. The only thing I saw in that fight that I needed to worry about was the Doom. So I'm not going to do anything to prevent other damage. Just do everything I can to cause damage to him and go slowly for me. Kain should jump, because it seemed like that did not advance his timer. Summon a Bahamut. Cast... What was I gonna do? Yeah, there's no time to reflect, because he casts it instantly before I get a turn. I wanted Berserk on Cecil. Edge wants to just attack. I don't... What? No effect? Oh, he's immune to statuses, right. Okay, so he was Berserk... Right. He didn't get Berserk during the Pink Puff encounter. Flan Princess, because his armor makes him immune to stuff. To Berserk, at least. I didn't see what that did. I didn't see any damage numbers. My eyes weren't there. Alright, who knows if this will work, but at least I've desynchronized my timers. So Kain might be able to bring people back if he needs to. Oh, he missed. Yeah, so Kain has a different timer, therefore he'll be fine. What was I gonna do? Berserk. Berserk Edge. Kain, keep jumping, keep desynchronizing your timer. I have no idea how much health he actually has. Okay, that's a strategy, yeah, so different rates of speed so that one person dies, then can be brought back, and then is undoomed. Okay, that's a way to go. Sure, let's try that. But Kain can also be that person, well, it's complicated. Oh, I got him. Never mind. Doesn't even matter. Okay, cool. That was fun. Another sort of puzzle boss. Yeah, this would have been more interesting if his health pool were like 5 times as high. Which is a weird thing to say, but honestly it would have. Alright, Holy Lance. Don't use it up. That can't happen in this game, but it happened once, a couple of games ago. Holy Lance. Alright. He loses stamina for some reason. Weird. That's a lot of attack, though. That almost matches Cecil's stats. Cool. Nothing to say. Bears no ill will towards Cecil. That was still a pretty cool encounter. I liked what it did when I tried haste marching. That was the worst possible thing to do. Oh, that's a weird noise. So if it is one-to-one correspondence with ATB gauge charging, then... oh yeah, that's true. I wouldn't even have to wait for the timer to naturally kill somebody. I could just let somebody die, or, you know, cause somebody to die with my sword and stuff. Oh, stop! Ha! Yeah. Again, this would be so much more interesting if I had to use those techniques. This is the sort of thing that the game that I was talking about that I'm working on is built around. Like, every battle is one of those, pretty much. You have to find some sort of technique. Since there's no randomness, you just have to figure out how to apply your tools to make it happen. Okay, so this must be where the ribbon is, then. I remembered one of these alcoves having one. Yeah, in one of these chests. What the heck? I will not relinquish these blessed relics to the likes of you. I think that's the first time we've heard that sound effect. Lunasaur. That sound effect was all over the place in the SNES version, but that's the first time I noticed hearing it here. Alright, so what's your deal, Lunasaur? I'm gonna slow you. Oh, well, I guess I'm not. I'm gonna haste myself, then. And hope he doesn't cast Doom. Alright, so you're reflectives. Bahamut can get around that. Haven't really seen what kinds of attacks you'll be using. I guess I'll preemptively... Okay, so Bio. So that's... Oh, okay, so Reflected. Got it. So I'll just Shell and... You know, let's Dispel him. Okay, cool. Oh! Oh, and that does actually heal you. That's interesting. Even though you're undead, you have a heal that works on undead things. I could have used one of those during the Dr. Luge fight. Alright, so he just reflects again immediately. Alright, so this is still worthwhile. That was a profit, essentially, of 6,000 some. Berserk could be a good idea. I'm kind of slightly annoyed that I cannot Berserk Cecil right now. Sure was good for the Flan Princess, but is not so great when I specifically want to do it. Oh, there we go. So you get a different angle on the battle screen during boss encounters than during normal ones. It kind of pulls back behind the party a little bit more. 78, almost there. Yeah, should hit 80 just about right as the final battle happens. At this rate. Ribbon! And... other ribbon. Okay. What does it do and who wants it? It doesn't say specifically. Is this the auto-life item? Rosa definitely wants one, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, okay, so it's for casters. I say that, but it doesn't boost stamina or intellect. Stamina. Doesn't boost intellect or anything. So yeah, you'd lose some spirit. Probably just these two. Seems like it. Okay, so I want to see something. Does that have a special effect with it? Seems like it'd be silly not to save. So Cecil, if you do a silly thing here, and do that... Oh, status immunity, okay. Alright, so it's not the auto-life item. I think a ribbon does that in some of these games, but not this one, apparently. Alright, so Rydia, Rosa, and now Cecil are immune to Berserk and some other stuff too. Cool. Yeah, for some reason, the thing that is called ribbon always has some sort of special effect in it. I think that those also appear in Chrono Trigger. Maybe they auto-life there. I'm not sure. Okay, so save. So one more special piece of equipment to get. And then we're pretty much at the end, I think. Do I have any apples or Soma drops at this point? I think I used them all. I do have a golden apple, and it looks like it should go to Rosa. So that's what I've done. Of course, it's an augment. That makes sense. Okay. Fantastic. Honestly, I think this game was fine without the augment system. It does some cool stuff, I guess, but I could just as well do without it entirely. That's what it's missing. That's what I should add, yeah. I'll talk about that game more at some point when it's closer to getting done, but it's not close at this point. Still pretty early. It's playable enough that I know it's interesting, but it has a long way to go before I'm ready to show it to more than just a few people. I'm facing this direction, which means I must have just come from the save point. It's hard to remember sometimes. So the crystal said, "We shall guide you to the core." I'm almost at the core now. That's a bone dragon, right? I've seen those before. But there's one more detour first somewhere. I don't remember exactly where, though. One more sword to find. I'll cast sight if it's not obvious after I explore this place. Oh hey, I got a cursed ring. How about that? That looks like it connects, but it doesn't. I think the sword's over here. Yeah, the way down is forward, the sword is here, right? Masamune, are you here? You're not? Oh. Let's see, these guys dropped something that I wanted, didn't they? Other than the blue tail? I think they had something else too. I forget what it was though. That's such a, like, quiet, non-impactful noise that Kane's Lance makes now. I have enough money for 4 more elixirs if I could ever go buy them, but I can't. There's not even a passage there, okay. I guess this is just not the way. somewhere there is one more pedestal. I'm just looking at the pose of those creatures. They always sit in that helix shape. Is that comfortable for them? Oh, okay, so they're coiled around, like they constrict like a snake, I guess. Okay. Dragon Whisker, that's the one. Yeah. Haven't seen that yet. I heard it's good. Sounds like the sort of thing that would basically just make Rydia a better attacker, though. Which is not what I specifically care about. I mean, she's attacking now. So, you know, it would help with stuff like this. But I'm not going to move her out of the back row. These might be able to drop it, too. They also have gold and silver apples. But none for me. Blue dragon, okay. The 5%'s not too terrible, as these things go. Okay, so that's map complete. Coral whiskers. Wrong kind of whisker. Yeah, so I'm in the core now. I missed the Masamune. Even I've done unforgivable things. First Mysidia, then Mist. All of our thoughts are with you, Cecil, and I can hear them. I guess I just like these crazy people too much. Oops. Yeah, Edge is just sort of tagging along because he heard we were doing something important. He got his revenge on Rubicante. He has no real reason to be here. No, that makes no sense. I would never hate Rosa. Who are you talking to in your head, Kane? Cecil protected me too. Yep. So I'm in the core now. Oh, right, and it has... Oh, please don't auto-battle. You are Death Mask, okay. There are some incredibly weird and confusing encounters here. This is not who I expected to encounter here. There's one enemy that just does absolutely nothing. He just sits there and lets you kill him, pretty much. Okay, so I'm not there yet. Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't think I'd missed any maps or exits in the previous places, so I wasn't particularly planning to go back. I mean, I am going to go back once I find it, but I wasn't going to go back and look. I didn't think it was all the way down here in the core, though. I thought it was still just in lunar subterrane. So you just want to make everybody really shiny, huh? That's your wish in life. But you're a death mask. What are you? You're not causing death, you're just causing reflection. Hold on, I tried to point at it and look at its health. Okay, so 85, 41. Sure. Also, all the encounters here get the boss music. Okay, I see. So what you've done is you have set up a situation where I cannot heal my people after you cast magic on them. Alright, so I know how to handle this for the next time. And Rydia, the specific person I want to level up twice more, is the one who misses out. Edge is 79. Is he the furthest ahead now? He might be. Oops. Well, sure, fine. Here, let's do this. I think I wanted to actually turn the other way. Yes, I did. That's okay, I can get it on the way back. I'm sure I won't accidentally start the final battle just yet. I know where it happens. It'll be obvious. So I want to fill in the maps best I can. Oh, behemoths are here. Okay. So yeah, a little bit more back and forth still happening. But we are very close to the end. So time to get wiped out by the final boss over and over. That could happen. I don't know that it won't. He is somewhat notorious. Shouldn't you be dead right about now? No, you still have a long way to go. Okay, I should heal them. I'm not playing this right. Yeah, I need to do something more here. Oh, he's basically dead. Okay. So don't just ignore Maelstrom, do something about it. That would have been a great opportunity to let everybody except Rydia die and let her get the killing blow. It wouldn't have been entirely safe, but I think I could have gotten away with it. Fuma Shuriken. Okay. I'll probably be throwing a few of those. Oh, that's a... Okay, that's a stairway. Oh boy, Red Dragon, you are serious, as I recall. Right, and that takes a weirdly long time to happen. Oh, shoot, this is bad. Should I run? Since the person who was about to cast Kiraga is no longer up, this could... Okay, you're gonna jump to make sure somebody survives if thermal rays happen. Heal yourself. Yeah, that's right. Red Dragon was a mini-boss for some piece of equipment, and he was no pushover. Okay, this is good. I think this will give you time to do this, and I'll be okay. Let me use this item I spent so much time earning, so that Rosa doesn't have to spend a turn on slowing you with the thing I can never find. There it goes. Alright, so I'm going to do a thing after this encounter. Since there's always so much going on in combat, I would actually like to slow it down by one step. Just one. Should be enough. Since I saw how important that was for the CPU fight. And, oh, whoops, don't do that. And things have gotten serious enough here that I would really like that benefit now. Oh boy. Okay, we're almost there. That should actually do it. Yes. $79. She's gonna get there. I will make sure of it. Battle speed. 3. Alright, let me go down these stairs, then cast Sight again. Okay, so that's B9, this is B8. One more little thing, that's probably where the sword is. And I think that's the final exit there. Alright, so 2 chests on B9. Let me just spend a moment memorizing these layouts. So this is the one we need to look at. So dead end, left and right. Down and around for a chest. Dead end right and northwest. Those are the directions I'm using. Alright. If Masamune is... well, you know what? Let me just get those chests because I know I can go back after this. I want the maps filled, chests looted, sword gotten, and a save there, so that I'll have a clean run to the end boss. Oh geez, you laser barrage! Okay, that's different. What do I know about you? Not much. I'm gonna Firaga you. I'm gonna Libra you. Slow, if you have time. And... yeah, what are you? You're just that. Okay. Ah. He's making different decisions here. Good, that's what I wanted. Oh wait, don't do that, he just reflected. Summon. I guess Bahamut's fine. Oh right, that's why my bar is going slower, because I lowered the battle speed. I forgot so quickly. I'm like, man, do I have a slow effect on me? No? I changed it. Okay, Rise will go off and then he'll die. Good. Rosa doesn't really have time to pray anymore, so MP is not coming back. I guess Kane might have time to bless a little bit. Will I be walking back or warping? Walking. Warping. Yeah, I'm gonna be warping, so I should fill this in now, because warp takes me to the entrance of the previous floor, not as if I had walked back, as if I had just walked to the previous floor, so I won't go by that spot as conveniently. Elixir, neat. So was that Mega Elixir that I got as a map exploration reward the only one in the entire game? It's the only one that I ever saw. It's funny how Behemoth has become one of the less scary enemies I can encounter now. I mean, he's not unscary, but he's not super serious. Let's just wait around for that Kiraja to go off before doing anything else. Honestly, given how much trouble I had with the CPU, that was a very worthy use of my 1 Mega Elixir. Conflicting reports, huh? Okay. He's not there yet. So again, this might be an opportunity for Rydia to get a solo kill, but it's also an opportunity for me to die from attempting that. Oh, does New Game Plus change that? Of course. Still real curious who Kane is having a conversation with in his head. Is it Zemus? Is it himself? Oh, that's funny. Ungoogleable. Oh right, blink. That's what I like to do here. I forgot so quickly. And that's probably more important than slow, because his own turns are not where he does most of his damage. It's the counters. Out of curiosity, would Quake do almost as much as Flare at a fraction of the cost? Here, Cecil, why don't you just wait around for a moment and do that before the Kiraja goes off? So that was 7,400. That was a good Flare. Wow. So Flare costs 55. Oh, it has a number, so attack 110, attack 160. Oh, I never even looked at that. Oh, okay. Huh. Oh, okay, so Quake is just equivalent to Firaga, Thundaga, and Blizzaga. It's just the Earth Elemental equivalent of that, and you don't get the first two. Okay. Good to know. This is awfully late in the game to notice that it tells me the attack strength of my spells. But this is when it happens. He has a lot of defense. My attacks do less on him than on other things. There's the first 80. Oh, of course. That figures. Man. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and say that Blink is the highest value thing I can do here. And given how much MP I'm using, Kane should really find a turn to Bless. Shadowbind's pretty nice. I'll keep trying that. It succeeds often enough to be worth trying. Try again. At this point, this guy just feels like a big pile of HP. I know how to counter all his attacks, so it's just takes a while to wear him down, and there's not much I can do to speed it up. I guess actually remembering to cast Flare with the person who can cast it would help. I would not mind if there were more spells in this game that would allow me to lower enemy defense and stuff like that. I mean, there's pretty much just Berserk. I increase my attack power, and that's about the only offensive upgrade that I can think of? Are there any others I'm not thinking of? Like, there's a lot of speed-altering stuff. There are a lot of defensive abilities. There it is. Meteor, there it is. Rydia can cast Meteor now. Nice. She becomes the greatest black mage in the world. Although I guess, well, Fusoya was already there. He's a sage. Well, he's a Lunarian. But he only has 190 MP. Oh, okay, that's true. There is the, that ability. Okay. Death Mask. So what happened to the mind, the breath? I guess those are just, like, not even in this version. I would love to cast Meteor, but it would reflect. Man, how disappointing. He's gonna do something annoying. Here, let me dispel him so that I can slow him. Yeah, I knew he was about to reflect us. That's why I didn't cast haste on us. Oh, I wonder if he's going to think that he's reflected and cast an offensive spell on him. It seems he's smart enough to know not to do that. Or at least he didn't that turn. What is your health situation, Death Mask? Pretty low. Alright, so I'm 99% sure that I get a warning when I walk into the next screen, like I get an opportunity to turn back. If anybody knows otherwise, please tell me, because I don't want to accidentally get locked into the final battle before I've finished my business here. Might not even be the next screen. Alright, this is B9, 3 light curtains. No, I think there's one more in between, isn't there? Yeah, okay, so there's all of B10. Oh boy, there's so much. There is definitely no save point between here and the end. I do know that. Wow, this just keeps going. I'm still gonna warp out and get that extra spot on B8. Because I gotta go back to the save point. So we're gonna do most of this walk again, but with the map, with it fully mapped, no detours, a little bit less fighting. Man, this dungeon's huge. If I wanted to, I could just, like, not bother with this battle, but I don't want to. Meteor! Let's see that meteor. Also, I want to see what its attack is listed as. If I'm doing single targets, is Flare just a better deal? Because meteor is pretty expensive. I'm kind of using up all my MP here. Oh, okay, so I don't have to worry about anything now. For a little while, at least. Oh yeah, that's stronger than Flare. Mm-hmm. Well, that was fun. steal. Why? Just because I felt like it. I got a headband. Yeah, attack 250. Wow, that's a lot. But it's real expensive, and he's paralyzed anyway, so I'll just auto battle. It would be a quality of life improvement if I could adjust my battle speed inside battle. Doesn't feel like there'd be any reason not to allow that. Okay, he's back. He's dead. Okay. He woke up just in time to die. He gave me a power armlet. Now hold on. I have had a power armlet before, right? Yes, it's old. It's not great. Okay. When I cast the sight spell here, I didn't really look at it. Okay, so left, and then a southwest branch. That's probably where the sword is, maybe? Yeah, that too. Like, casting Blink on everybody is particularly time-consuming, I'm noticing. But it's worth it. You know what? That's fun enough, I'm just gonna do it again. Flare is a better idea. It charges up so much quicker. Alright, so Shadowbind worked, that's nice. So unlike the previous game, I think this damage cap is an actual damage cap, though I guess I don't know for sure that the remake enforces it. But I don't know that it doesn't. Alright. Oh yeah, of course I don't want to cast Teleport here. That would take me all the way out to the lunar surface. Don't do that by accident. I would say everybody yell really loud at me if I'm about to do it, but you won't be able to get the message there quick enough. So just be very careful not to accidentally do that. Because my temporary home is in here. Ooh, I'm sure I can... Oh, neat. That's fun. Very cool. Alright, I have time to haste myself. Well, if you're reflected, Rydia can't do much. I guess she can summon. That's always an option. Also could bank on Rosa dispelling. That's hard to plan for. I don't know exactly how long all of the spell's charge-up times are, and whether Rosa's going to get a chance to do her thing first. So the Bahamut summon is basically just a an early Meteo that you can get. Actually, does it cost less? Does it charge quicker? 99 MP, yeah, so same cost as Meteor. So I've pretty much been casting it. And also it's unreflectable, so it's better in a way. Huh. Here we go. Chest. Elixir. Good. Oh boy, another of these. Let's see, I should, so I'm about to have an actual boss fight. Maybe? So I should think about MP amounts. Rydia's using hers pretty freely. Rosa still has plenty, so I guess I could start casting like Holy or something, but that doesn't seem like the most effective thing. Right, yeah, so if I'm trying to be conservative with Rydia's stuff, then 1, Rosa should pray, 2, Rydia should cast Flare instead of, or maybe even, like, Quake or something. Or something else. Not Meteor. Not Bahamut. Other things. How about, like, Firaga? Only costs 30, attack is 110. Oh, that's a good point. Osmos, I should try that. So Kain has only 89 to take. But that's worth a try anyway. Osmos itself has a cost. How much is it? Well, it is... Oh, it's only 5, okay. Alright, so next battle we'll try that. See, all the most important spells for Rosa to cast cost very little MP. Oh, so I think I just realized something. Yeah, so Rosa's most important spells, other than Arise, don't cost much MP. I'm gonna go ahead and just do this on Rydia right now. She needs that. And I guess I could give this to Cecil, but I don't think I'm going to... Okay, so I have to actually put that somewhere. I am not currently using Bard Song, so let's sacrifice that for this. Sounds good. Did I heal? Yes. Alright, so let's try while he's not... Well, you know, if that reflects, then I can Osmos the Death Mask. I'm gonna dispel him, if possible. Alright, so we're not reflected, so I can do this just fine. Yeah, Haste March is fun. Okay, that does work. Haste March is best when I'm berserking my attackers, and there hasn't been a situation where that would be appropriate in a while. I'm glad they added it. So that is one... That's probably the most major way that Augments changed my game experience here. The fact that I chose to give her Bard Song, and the fact that Haste March was added. That's probably the most consequential of any of these. Bless doesn't go very fast. That was the first tick of it since Cain actually invoked it, wasn't it? Prey does a whole lot more. Although, oh, I see. So Prey is proportional to MP max. Bless is not, I think is what I just saw. So now that she has MP plus 50%, she'll be getting much more benefit out of the Prey then. So that's nice. 81. This is not where the Masamune is. Oh. How deep is it? Like, it's gotta be somewhere. I might have missed it in that first little alcove I didn't explore on... wherever it was. I should actually turn on Auto Potion for... Well, I wouldn't sacrifice a slot for it, is the thing. Man, there's a B11, and that's not the end. Father, I will follow the path that you set me on. I mean, I have to go back. Okay, this one's fully linear. We must see through, this through, Cecil. Especially that one. What? People's hearts are not toys for you to trifle with, Zemus. Okay, so I think that confirms Cain is talking to Zemus in his head. Cecil, you have to forgive your brother. Okay. I'm not missing it because I'm coming back to B8. It's off to the side. That's fine. Oh, hi. Oh, hey, this must... Oh, yeah, Zemus's breath. Okay, so this is the breath. Must tell Zemus. Okay, so is that what you do? So he is... Yeah, so things get a little weird here. Breath is the guy who just sits and does nothing, so I guess he's basically like, in lore, he is Zemus's scout now. He didn't have that dialogue before, as far as I know. No, must tell Zemus. He's learning about us. Why is Zemus's breath a sensory organ for him? That's pretty weird. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering if that's what it was. I couldn't remember what his previous thought was. I like the way you put it. He was kind of extra aggressive with Cain. Okay, so despite your fiery appearance, you were not weak to ice. He was pretty aggressive with Cain after he came back the second time. Does absorb fire, is not weak to ice. Oh well, I just attacked him with fire. Whoops! Also, how much health you have? A bunch. Okay, so it's just on this last level that you get Zemus's thoughts and breath. Just sit there then, I guess. I'm slightly annoyed that I'm going to have to do this again, but this is just part of the experience. That looks like I need to... yeah. kind of makes me think of playing Drought RPG. It's like I'm doing my one scouting run to figure out what's on the map. Then I'll do the real run afterward with the knowledge and be a lot quicker and more efficient with it. Okay, so this guy, Zemus's Malice. Oh. So previously this was called Mind. He protects. Gonna analyze him. Are you a threat? You protect yourself a lot. You do attack. Okay, so Zemus's Malice can hurt me. How much? These are the only guys that are on this screen, by the way. I won't be running into any behemoths or dragons or anything. Just these weirdos. So you absorb fire, but don't do much else. Alright, I'll use Flare on you. Which sounds fiery, but it's not. I wonder if there's some kind of metaphor going on here, like when you attack Zemus's Malice, it defends itself. I'm trying to figure out, like... I feel like that means something. There's a lot of metaphor going on here, somehow. Alright, so this is the last floor, right? Oh right, you absorb fire. So yeah, just a chance to pray a whole lot. Okay, you won't tell Zemus about me. Can I steal from you? I didn't see the chance of success. I could have checked without actually doing it. Has nothing. Okay. I mean, I guess it's kind of nice that there's, like, if you really want to grind before the end, there are non-threatening enemies that actually, how much experience do these give? Yeah, these are more for flavor than anything else. Okay, it's some. Alright, map complete. B12 is the bottom, right? Please don't lock me into a cutscene. Okay, yes, this is the bottom. Time to go back. Ah, I can't warp here. Really? You're gonna make me walk out? Are you sure? Oh, this is the rudest thing. What? Would it be quicker to teleport? No. Well. Apparently Lunar Core is a no-warp zone. That's annoying. I could run. I'm gonna. I just don't want to bother with this. Make it quicker. This is hard to run from, apparently. I want to save, and also, yes, get the sword, that too. But I want to save with all my maps filled in, and also there's a map I didn't fill in. The one spot, apparently, that I didn't step is where the sword is. Yeah, there is no save point up ahead. The closest one is the last one that I saw. So even though this is the game where they introduced mid-dungeon save points, they don't always position them that well. This place is a bit sparse on them. Smoke, yes. Actually, if this is a no warp zone, would it also be a no teleport zone? Yes. Okay, so even that's not an option. Alright. Just have to walk no matter what. Yes, that one was much worse, clearly. This is not the worst. It's right at the bounds of acceptability, but I think it is acceptable how far back this is. I would prefer it were closer, but I'm not going to complain too hard about this. So yeah, here's a chance to see smoke in action. A whole bunch, because I'm just going to be casting it every fight. How bad an investment is this, I wonder? Will I have trouble because of my actions here? I don't think so. I think I'll be fine. But I've fought enough of these, I feel like. I just don't want to sit here and keep fighting. And this makes the run so much quicker. I'll fight the dudes outside the core. Because I gotta walk by there too, to get to the save points. So it still does call it lunar subterrane, even though the appearance and music are different. I mean, yes, we are still under the terrain of the moon, so that is accurate. We're just way under. Behemoth. Let's not bother. Just not gonna do it. Actually, yeah, this is fine, because if I have trouble smoking all the time like this, you know, if I get lung cancer or something, hey, there's a... whoa. What do I see here? Oh, there was a side passage I didn't even realize. Okay, this is where the sword is. I found it. Masamune is here. So it wasn't where I thought. So if I had warped, I would have missed it on the way out too. Okay. The ensorcelled blade of Masamune will never bend its will to that of men from the blue planet. I better not die in this encounter. Ogo Pogo? What? Alright. So, analyze would not do anything. Let's see, let's jump first. Slow. Protect, I guess? Deluge, okay, so shell. Meteor. Alright, so that hurts a bit. Oh, and he counters... ooh. Well, that's not great. Will a Kiraja go off before a meteor does? Okay. I'm gonna wait for Kiraja before I take any more actions. There we go. Okay. He was countering pretty hard for a moment. I'm glad he stopped. Okay. So this is Leviathan, kind of. That's so satisfying. Oh, okay. Huh. Okay, spend some time in the air. Rosa, I guess? Haste. That's the thing to do. Ouch. Wait, what? Tiderithian? I feel like that's a name I would have remembered, and I don't remember that at all. Huh. Weird. Okay, there we go. He was scary for a brief moment just because it's been so long since I saved and he used some strong magic attacks, but did not end up being a problem. Good! Alright, that's the Masamune. That's the last piece of equipment I needed. I still really like the touch where, on the victory screen, if Kain was jumping, he comes down from the air. That's so good. Masamune. Alright. Edge gets a new thing. It had to fade out to bring back the minimap. There we go. Cool. And this should be, unless I missed something somewhere else, this right here should be the last map in the entire game to fill in when I get to that top spot. I want to see the Masamune in action, so I'm going to actually fight here. Oh, Rosa went down. Oh, that's not great. You know, I'm worried enough about that I'm going to run away. A couple of more laser barrages without her could cause me some serious trouble. So let's just not let that happen. It is the time to be playing extremely safely. There we go. Lunar Subterrane B8 map complete. All maps should be complete now. Yeah, I did it! And I got a Treasure Hunter augment. Oh, okay, is that the one that increases drop chances? Probably. There are no drops at this point that I expect to be getting, but I will keep a save around with me at the end of the game in a place where I could get, just out of curiosity. So yeah, now you can warp. It's just the core that disables it. I'll keep the save around in case I do want to farm for the pink tail. So the thing that I'm interested in, honestly, with getting that, I thought about this. I don't want to have the armor. I don't care at all about the armor. What I care about is seeing any kind of dialogue for giving the tail collector the tail. That's what interests me most about actually having it. So I'd still like the opportunity to get that, in case I ever want to sit here for hours and hours farming Flan Princesses. Flan Princesses, I guess. I know I say that word weird. So keeping the save around will give me the opportunity to do that. Oh boy. And I don't know if he just gives the armor directly in exchange for the tail, or if he gives, like, another chunk of adamantite so that Kokol can forge something. I think I have the impression he just gives the armor directly. Which is weird, because, like, he's just a miner, right? He's not an armor smith. But, I mean, he collects tails, so maybe he used to be an armor collector and decided he'd rather be a tail collector, so he's exchanging one for the other or something. Okay. So, final save, possibly. If everything goes well. You know what? I don't want to bother. I'm tired of you guys. Although, with the weaponry I have now, this should go quick, actually. And I shouldn't say no to a bit more experience before the end. Both of those were criticals, and that does pretty darn well. So non-critical 4200, wow! Really? Is Edge suddenly my best attacker? Maybe. Oh, yes. Okay, that's cool. For so long he wasn't. You constricted me, but I also constricted you. Okay, see, if I'd run from that, they would not be level 82 right now. They would be level 82 slightly later. Alright, so MP and stuff. Look at Rydia. Okay, let's just use a cottage. When else am I going to use a cottage? This is my last opportunity ever. And that's what the cottage look like. It's so tiny! I think I used one of those once before, long ago. I don't remember for sure, though. Okay, 81, 82, 81, 81, 82. Let's go. At this point, I am absolutely certain that I do not need Gil Farmer. So you know what? I should do my augment changes. Oh, well, you don't need any of these. Okay, so in that case... let's do this. Just for fun. I'll give Treasure Hunter to Rosa. Ah, of course, Mapping Way's face. I don't think I'll even be fighting somebody who, you know, I should check all these others. Bless is kinda nice, but not too relevant. Oh hey, okay, so... I gave you Whirlwind, so therefore you can be the guy to give fire vulnerability. Let's do it. It's unlikely I'll use Analyze. So if you need a double effectiveness item, then have that. Don't think I would change anything about this. Maybe Bard Song if I decide Haste March is a good way to go. Attack all enemies with water. Yep, no. Counter. Draw attacks, auto potion, darkness. Also, there's that HP plus 50. Oh, you still have cover? What? Why? I'm gonna replace cover with HP plus 50. Let's do it. That just makes sense. He'll get the most benefit out of it. Who was that? Oh, a Baron Soldier, I think that was. You definitely do not need cover. That will make a much larger difference. So then Edge, you have Level Lust, still care slightly about that. Attack all enemies and allies with fire, it's just like Rubicante's Inferno. Yeah, you want Throw instead of this. Although you can have Level Lust instead of Steel, you won't need that. Will you? The many, many people who know this game better than I do in my chat will be able to tell me if I want to steal from the final boss, whose name I've carefully avoided saying just because. You know, I'm not even gonna bother healing Cecil, that'll just happen. Okay. Victory run. Or maybe death run. Don't know which yet. Maybe I can steal a... I feel like I should have that available to try. I can find out in my bestiary later after the game. I don't think my strategy will hinge on stealing an item from him. Probably. I did leave Level Lust on, right? So with Cecil's HP plus 50%, he will definitely survive the, a certain notorious attack. The others might? Maybe? Boy, that Ice Storm is so much less scary now. Doing like 500-ish damage. So let's see. A naming way or naming way relative, Hummingway, I don't know what those guys are called. Maybe they are the Hummingways, and one of the Hummingways is Namingway, was added to the Giant as an item shop. It'd be nice if there were one here, because I have some money that I can just never spend at this point. Do I want to fight you? I guess so. Well, do I want to? Honestly, no. No, why would I bother? I have a save. If I really need levels, then I can come back down here, fighting more things. But there is no need to do that right now. Man, look at Rydia's MP. That's pretty good. Cecil's HP too. Not gonna bother. Just going to leave. Let's go see Zemus. Ah, rude. You could have reflected, but instead you dealt me damage. I wonder if smoke is able to fail. I haven't seen it fail yet. But I don't know that it can't. Using Cecil's MP for healing here, I think we'll be fine. If he wants to use any MP in the final fight, it will be to cast Protect once-ish and Shell once-ish. Maybe another time or two if people have to be resurrected, which they probably will. Anyway. Because if I'm running from everybody, I won't have a chance to pray that MP back. But he won't need it. Rosa might need all of hers. So even though Rydia got Meteor, and that's all nice and fancy, I think it's a better idea to always summon Bahamut, because he does just as much damage, and isn't any slower to summon, I'm pretty sure, and can't be reflected. So I probably won't use Meteor except just a couple of times for fun, which I've already done. But I don't know for sure that he's quicker to summon. because it doesn't tell me how long it takes, and it's not really practical to measure. Something I should certainly do before this is turn the battle speed down one more notch, just to be sure I have the time to input what I need to input. I don't want to do it now, though, because that would make this part slower. So yeah, having this fully mapped, running from every battle, makes navigating tolerably quick. Could be quicker, but it's quick enough. So also I'm not worried about spending Edge's MP. He won't need pretty much any. Maybe he'll cast Mirage, maybe. But that's the only thing I can see him casting for any reason here. Shadowbind's not gonna work, I'm not even gonna try. Almost there. Should I change Rydia's whip? Yes. She should use the fairy rod, or the, not the fairy rod. She got a new one, didn't she? Stardust or something? I doubt Paralyze will happen, and on all of her turns she's going to do something other than just attacking. Stardust. Oh, everything's worse. Never mind, the Flame Whip is better. You didn't have a rod that gives you more intellect? I guess not. Okay, so Flame Whip is her ultimate weapon then. Okay. Alright, here we go. This is the place. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Stardust, of course. That makes sense. Alright, not gonna Ether, Edge, or Cecil. They have plenty. Let's go.
Golbez! Fusoya!
There's Zemus. So Golbez, in battle, as a friendly party member. First and only time we get to see that. Yeah, Golbez casts Firaga, Fusoya casts Slow. This is going exactly the same as it did on the SNES. He casts Hold. It's gonna miss. Or no effect. How did Golbez fight in the Return of Rydia fight? He was a mage, I guess, right? It's nearly done. Give your power to Meteor. Very well. Yes, use all your strength. Don't pull a Tella. Twin Meteor. So that's what they call it. Ooh, nice. Oh hey, it broke the damage cap. Even when this mortal shell is gone. Do I get to hear Zemus' voice at any point? My spirit will live on. So we get here just in time to see them finish the job. Alright, game over. Everything's cool. We didn't even need to come.
We did it. What a waste. Such incredible power. And all of it warped to evil ends. Hey! Oh, you've come.
Looks like we were too late. You were supposed to leave him for me.
Wedge.
Cecil.
Cecil.
Death only fueled the evil within him. Zemus, no, Zeromus. This time I will finish what I set out to do. Zeromus, be gone!
Okay, so they're still the only combatants here. So we don't hear Zemus' voice, but we do hear Zeromus' voice. Oh right, he looks like that. Wow. Oh, Zero? I thought it healed him. Maybe that changed. It's no use. Meteor isn't working. Golbez, use the crystal. You tread the path of darkness. That crystal will shed no light for you. Your hands will only stain it darker still. Die. Huh, so this is interesting. It's like basically Golbez is like Cecil if he had stayed a Dark Knight, in a way. Oh, that hit us too.
No suffering, no death. My hate will not be stanched until it has consumed all else. You shall be next. Come, pass into this darkness I have brought. Indeed. Now is the time we pray for them. No, for the entire world. Hallam, Olam, we must see that all the prayers made here reach Cecil and his friends on the moon. Cecil, my friend.
This is your chance. Please have courage.
We'll all be waiting for you.
Those guys'
Turn
faces.
safe. For the sake of the whole Earth.
Rise up!
Oh.
Our prayers are with you. Come on, you can do it! Cecil! Everyone!
Great moon. Please. Hear our prayers.
Brother.
Cecil, it must be you.
Zeromus. This is the end for you, not us.
Okay, Cecil with 1 HP faces Zemus. Yep. So yeah, a lot of people's voices we just got to hear. Palom, yeah, here! Let us help you. Their prayers bestow life. Oh, on everybody, okay. So that's how they did this. Have courage. Trust in yourselves. Oh, Tella from the afterlife is also praying for us. He knows what's going on. Maintain your focus. I didn't get that augment. Come back to us, you hear? So we got life, strength, vitality. Golbez and Fusoya. Moon, shine your light upon them. My brother. Use the hallowed light within you. Allow it to fill the crystal. So there isn't really an explanation about what this crystal is or where it came from. Zemus, show your true face. It's just a crystal that Golbez happened to have with him that does something to Zemus. Cecil, Holy Might. Okay, great. Alright, so he just rumbles. Can I analyze him? I'm gonna use a bestiary on you. And hey, is this an opportunity to put up a whole bunch of buffs before I actually start the fight? I'm gonna act like it is. Couldn't analyze. Oh, he's unanalyzable. So Zemus, unknown. If I attack him, I don't think anything really happens. He misses. Rydia probably would miss too. Seems like it. Yeah, so he just rumbles a whole lot. Yeah, I'm gonna take this opportunity. Cast haste. And okay, that's enough. Let's... Crystal. It'll be at the bottom. A crystal obtained from Golbez. Targets multiple. Target multiple, huh? Zemus reveals his true nature. Oh, that's a good question. Alright. Whoa, he has a face! Oh. I did not read a face out of his artwork before. Also, I should be quiet so he can hear the song. So you should be Fire Reap now, in theory. Okay, it is the time to throw Fluma Shurikens. All that I have. Slow, obviously. I think you just want to fight. So Black Hole. Oh, that neutralizes all magic effects. That's right. Okay, so that's a multi-dispel. Shell. That's more important than Protect. Is it everybody dispel or just us? That went off before I slowed him, so he gets to keep it slow. Feeling good about this so far, but that could change in an instant. I forgot to slow down the battle speed by one more tick. It's fine. Alright, Fuma Shuriken is good. Keep meteoring. I did shell already. I can protect, sure, but I need to lay some damage on him. Oh, well, too late. He rumbles. I have a moment to cast Holy, so I might as well. He's not really attacking me at all yet. That will change. I could... Oops, I wanted to throw. I could probably Berserk. Actually, Kane should be jumping, I'd say. Now that I've thrown my last Fuma Shuriken, I'm gonna have Rosa Berserk Edge. He'll black hole it away, probably. At some point he attacks. I mean, we're hasted, he's slowed, so he just hasn't even had the opportunity yet. Okay, he's countering with... Okay, that hurt a bit. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Oh, rude. How much did that osmos? Not much. Okay, you were gonna Berserk Edge. So I'll just keep attacking. Anything you need to do at this point. I'm gonna wait and see if he's taking his turn. I guess blink, everybody. See, I'm investing in all these magic effects that are just gonna get nullified by Black Hole. I'm just waiting for him to do a certain thing. Oh, what? Oh. Oh, what a disappointment! He didn't even get to Big Bang a single time. Aw, man. Well, continuing the tradition, broken only by Dark Cloud so far, of over-preparing for final bosses, I guess. Aww. Well.
You've truly done it. I'd no idea there was such strength in you. You of the Blue Planet may have already grown more powerful than we of the Moon.
Oh, isn't that what Cluey was
It does
waiting
rather
for?
look that way, doesn't it?
But what of the final words Zeromus spoke?
As long as there is darkness.
There will always be evil in men's hearts. We, all of us, bear a touch of darkness, just as surely as we bear light. Much as with the twin sets of crystals. And the darkened underworld that rests beneath your planet's brighter surface. But as long as there is darkness, so will there always be light. Just as the light within you rose to overcome the shadow cast by Zemus.
Well, now that you mention it, I did feel a bit of glow.
Edge, what?
Are you joking? It's a miracle Zemus didn't end up using you.
My love of justice kept him at bay, no doubt.
Well then, the time has come for me to join my people in their sleep. What will you do now?
We will return to our planet.
Our friends are waiting.
I see. You are lucky to have such friends. I look forward to the day we can meet again.
Might you permit me to accompany you?
You would join me?
I would. I cannot return. Not after all I've done. And I would very much like to meet my father's people. At least one time.
I see. Yes, our blood flows in your veins, too. You know this will be a very long slumber.
I do. Cecil, you called me brother. I suppose I can expect no more than that. All you've suffered until now has been because of me.
We must go now and sleep. We will pray for the peace of your planet. Come, let us go.
Yes.
Cecil,
Is this all right, letting him go?
your brothers.
Farewell.
Cecil?
Farewell, my brother.
Oh. That's new. Okay, so that went exactly the opposite of how I expected it to go. So Zemus has a very notorious attack called Big Bang, which I was expecting him to get a chance to use at least once. Tends to wipe out most of the party and cast sap on the rest of them. Birth from womb of dragon's maw, born under the stars, by light and darkness, yeah, right, so that thing again. Yeah, so I feel a little bad about, I figured I would have to use all my tools to their fullest, so I did, and then he died. Okay. That's fine, I guess. At least I don't have to spend forever at him. But, I should come back here at some point and show off what... Oh, right, there's more to the legend. Yet fleeting is the reverie, when moon from shadow has egressed, guided forth anew by light made manifest. That's written so weirdly. Two bound by ties of blood, by time and fate, then rest apart unto lunar light and Gaian breast. Oh, this prophecy is about Cecil and Golbez. Huh. So obviously the purpose of Black Hole was to keep me from, slowing him and hasting myself, but he only did it once. He didn't get another opportunity. That's so sad. Man. Well then, let us begin today's lesson. Alright. Where is Palom? Oh, not again. How spicy is this dialogue going to be in this version? Whoa, raging fires amount something. I didn't see what he said. When are you going to stop that? The Elder's furious with you. Oh. Okay. I didn't even see what he said. It just disappeared. I had no control over that. How many times must I tell you the same thing before it sinks into that thick skull of yours? You've a deal of growing up to do if you ever plan to be the sort of mage Tella was. 2 more hours of spell transcription for you. Ah, not again. You've only yourself to blame, Your young highness, you are the heir to our kingdom's... heir, what? You are the heir to our kingdom's throne. You have responsibilities. I know that. then might I suggest you stop chasing after this daydream maiden of yours and start fulfilling some of them? Right, right. A little more sincerity would go a long way. But Rydia, there's not a girl in this world that will ever come close to you. Your Highness. Alright then. She has become a fine woman indeed, and to think she would return here to us. Rydia! Rydia, why do I have fangs? I want to be the same as you. It's a little monster kid. What do you mean? We're all the same. There's no difference between humans and Eidolons. The Feymarch is going to become a very interesting place in the days ahead, isn't it? Most certainly, and not one lacking for beauty. One not lacking for beauty. What are they saying here? There's something being implied that I'm not certain I follow. All that matters is what's inside us. Isn't that right, Cecil? Honey? You're a queen now. Won't you make a little effort to speak like one? Oh, so Young was crowned king? What about the other king next to him who still has his crown on? I mean, he was wounded in the battle, but he didn't die as far as... Well, no, he's standing right there. Of course he didn't die. What? Young, you know I can't stand all that prim and proper stuff. Oh no, it's already past time for today's training. Come along. Yes, Your Highness. All is running out on me. Former king, do not fault your husband. He'll build a fine new fabule for us all. I've no doubt of it. Like, you know, he's not disgraced former king or anything. I guess he just decided to step down because of Young's heroism and thought he'd make a more fitting king or something? Huh. That's weird. Edward rebuilds Damsian. Prince Edward! Sing us the song about the paladin again. I would be most happy to, but not until you've finished your chores for the day. You want the castle to be back to the way it was again, don't you? Of course! But you promise you'll sing it, right? Anna. Please wait for me. I must be strong and live on here for the people of Damsian. Be at peace with Tella. Whoa. There are some uncomfortable implications in what he just said. Let's not think too hard about those. Lally-ho! Listen up, dwarves. We're going to make this castle good as new again. Oh yeah, we got to hear Giad and Luca's voices at one point. Your Majesty, we've not the materials. Then scrap the tanks. They'll see no more use now, anyhow. I wonder how Cecil and the others are doing. I've just received some good news in that regard. Cecil and Rosa are to become the King and Queen of Baron. To everyone's surprise. Really? And not only that, we've been invited to the coronation. Yay! Your Majesty, you're not helping at all. Didn't I tell you to go and scrap the tanks? Well-yo. Oh, Kane still has his helmet on in this scene now. He didn't before. Cecil, Rosa. Oh, there we go. I have no right to bear witness to your joy, not like this. I will temper myself here at Mount Ordeals. Oh, huh. And then when I've become an even finer dragoon than my father, perhaps then I can return. Oh, I just connected this to something in the after years. Okay, so that's what Kane was doing all that time. Until that day comes, I can but wish you well. Oh, the astronomer. Sir Corio, was it? Oh my. What is it? The moon. It's see for yourself. That telescope is pointed straight at this... Oh wait, no, we're on the blue planet, so we're not seeing from his perspective. Which moon are we looking at? The red one or the other one? Well, neither of those are moons. The moons are around the blue planet. Those are other planets. I know how astronomy works. Then why are you focusing on the sun? This is awkward. Oh, I see. Okay. So moon dropped out of orbit with Fusoya and Zemus on it. Golbez. What is it, Cecil? Nothing. I could have sworn I heard my brother's voice. Man, this text is auto-advancing. Please stop that. You did? Stop that. I'm not doing this. It must have been my imagination. Ah, slow down. What are you two still doing here? It's a beautiful sunny day and there's no time to be lounging about. I'm sorry, we must have lost track of time. You have all the time you want later to get that lovey-dovey stuff out of your system. Come along, Rosa, or should I say your majesty? Please, I'll always be Rosa to you, Sid. Really? You mean it? Well then, Rosa, a bride can't be without her makeup. You've got a maid already. We best hurry along. Please slow down! Of course. Ah! It's been a long time since we've seen everyone, hasn't it? They'll be arriving soon. You'd best hurry too, Cecil. Right. Why does this auto-advance? Nothing else did? I've heard it, I'm sure of it. My brother, he said farewell. Okay. She changed clothes. He didn't. Edge is here. Giad and Luca responded to their invitation. Young is here. Palom and Porum must have finished their training. Palom wants to be the king. Oh, hey, this is the first... Whoa. Wow, first time Palom got to meet Luca. Edge pretends to be all aloof, of course. What a guy. And that smile on Sid's face. I appreciated those extra animations. Alright. Cool. Credits. So that thing I was saying about the scene with Palom, in one version, he's gets pretty flirty with the little girl he was talking to. And takes it surprisingly far. This time, I guess they cut that out. But yeah, that's a good ending. Cool stuff. Oh, hey, young Rydia. Right, of course. We saw Dark Knight Cecil. So young Rydia. Oh, right, White. Sorry you didn't get to be in the game very much. I pulled you out for like one battle. Oh, Tella. Of course. I feel like I had some other stuff to say, but I forgot already. As usual, there was a lot to unpack in the redone cutscenes and stuff. Man. So, like, Palam's the black mage, but Porum's kind of the violent one. She tries to keep him in line, but seems like it goes a bit far sometimes. What are they doing exactly? Talking, I guess. Sort of. Also, how does Edge's cape work? That was weird. Who are you? A Baron soldier, I guess. Okay. Here are all the character models we want to show off. This is a pretty random assortment. Also, I'm paying, like, no attention to the credits at the bottom. I should be. Oh! Scarmilione falling off the cliff. Ha! This guy whose story didn't get finished, of course, because of low drop rates. Definitely gonna have to rewatch this and pay more attention to the credits. Are there voice credits in here? I wonder. If there were, I wasn't looking. No, VFX design. Well, no, that's video, not. So yeah, they did a real great job with this remake. This was quite impressive. Like I said earlier, compared to the Final Fantasy III remake, this was quite a step up in quality. Not that that one was bad, but this one is just, it's better. I'm trying to think of anything that was like... I can't immediately think of anything that was made worse in this than the original. Some things were rebalanced. That was a slightly disappointing Zeromus fight. With all the rebalancing they did, I feel like a surprisingly little effort went into him, comparatively. That's what it seemed like. There was only one time that I went off and did some leveling on my own. I wonder what this would have looked like if I hadn't done that. See, like, all the encounters on the way to him would have been much more scary then. Like, all the mini-bosses for the weapons and stuff gave me more trouble than he did. Maybe that was a fluke. Maybe if I fought him again the exact same way I'd have more trouble. That's entirely possible. Anyway, yeah, this was cool. I'm glad to have finally finished this remake. And we can move on to Final Fantasy V. That's going to be exciting. That is one that I have never finished. I've been maybe 3/4 of the way through it or so, but ran into some tough times and never came back to it. Yeah, kind of quit that for the same reason as Final Fantasy III when I tried that. Like, in that game, I had run into Garuda and couldn't get past. 5 had something very similar, as I recall. Tom Slattery. It is largely because of him that this is as good as it was. He's the one I credit for this. Yeah, the script, in particular. Most of the dialogue, almost all of the dialogue, really was outstanding. Just a fantastic job with all the writing and rewriting and stuff. That one's going to be on the PlayStation, so it'll look like the SNES. Sounds slightly different. I listened to the two musics side by side. They're subtly different. But yeah, it's gonna look like look like we've gone pretty far back in time. Because it's gonna be in 2D. Look basically like the Final Fantasy Origins ones that we played before. Anyway, it's gonna be a good time. Definitely. Yeah, you're looking at the awful remake graphics. I will not be playing with those. Those are terrible. Gonna do it with the original ones. Everybody hates those pretty much. Yeah, so this was what, 2006 or something? So until we get to like, what, Final Fantasy 13 or something? This will be the newest in terms of release date of the version I play, by far the newest of these games that I play on the stream here. So yeah, I'm gonna go back in time for the next one for a while. I guess they ran out of, like, extra little scenes they wanted to show alongside the credits. And then they ran out of credits, so now it's a black screen. Oh, here we go. So that's Cecilia, Cluya, and Theodore, I believe. Is that Cecilia? She's the only one I'm not so sure about. Is that what she looked like? I never saw her from the back before, so I guess so? Alright. And here we get the classic scrolling stars Final Fantasy ending, with a surprising amount of stuff in front of it. Alright, that's the end. So tell me about this New Game Plus. I'm sure it will. He will. Thank you for playing Final Fantasy IV. But this doesn't have to be the end. You can go farm rainbow pudding for hours for me. You'll now be given the ability to replay the game, retaining all of the augments and rare items you acquired the first time around. Huh, I wonder what counts as a rare item. 29, yeah. No, I'm not going to top that until Tactics, I suspect. That one most definitely will. I am absolutely sure I'll have more than 29 game overs there. 1, 2, and 3 were less. I think 2 was the least. Those were all single digits, I suspect, but I don't know the numbers off the top of my head. If you'd like to have this option, be sure to save your game completion data when prompted. You can play through the game up to 3 times in a row. Oh, and then it stops? So try giving your characters different combinations of augments each time for variety. It's weird that he says this. So after the 3rd time it just stops? But be careful if you are overwriting other save data. Game completion data can only be used for starting a new game. It cannot be loaded on its own. Okay, well then until we meet again. Gotcha. Limit break? There are limit breaks in this game? So those don't officially show up until Final Fantasy VII. They kinda sort of exist in some capacity in 6, but not in the same way. Alright, I'll save... So I've been keeping this save around as if I'm going to reload it and go and do the young frying pan thing, but it's way too far back for that, so I'm just going to save over this. If I were doing that, it could be a New Game Plus sort of thing. So there are limit breaks, apparently. Ah, now it saves to level 10 Cecil. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Well, I know what that's like. Oh, I see. Yeah, and there's like super bosses and stuff here. So if I get through all these games and decide that I want to... oh, that kind of limit break. So same words but different meaning. I see. Because that has a very specific meaning that's definitely not that. Okay, gotcha. Alright, well that's cool. Yeah, apparently there's super bosses, other bonus content and stuff. If at some point I figure out how to do bonus content in these games, we can come back for this definitely. But for now, I'm going to move on to Final Fantasy V. Alright, so thanks for coming along with me on this, and I'll see you on Wednesday for a whole new game.